locations from all around. Usually, we have a special limousine that will take us around to all the different places we like to travel to. But today we get our own hot rod. Just don't look at the outside from here. Our next trip to the house where they filmed the Michael Jackson's Thriller music video in 1980, I forget, 2, 3. And I even used to live in the neighborhood, refugees believe it or not. But I never knew that the Thriller house was a street over where I would park my car. Unless we're going to the Waxwork house again, I don't remember what's next. I just blindly like to follow the GPS signal.
Now, so cat, you've entered into your own terrible tenebrae tales to horrible Halloween noises, sending shivers down your shuddering spine, spiraling your mind into complete madness.
Greetings in such disaster. We are here with fellow feline kitty cats all over the neighborhood here of Angelino Heights.
Just hanging out the local cats here.
Street cats, house cats, all roaming this beautiful neighborhood. Here, behind us, we are in front of the house where they filmed the exterior location for
Psychedelic Psychopaths.
Psychedelic Psychopaths. Right here is where the characters Vincent and Boris meet up before their cult ritual, sending them into a psychedelic frenzy of past life flashbacks.
Which is always fun.
They did not actually shoot inside this house here, built in. But right here, where we stand, on a foggy day. Hey, there's our other car. Could be worse than a hearse.
So this is definitely the home that was filmed as Psychedelic Psychopaths, but not inside, but we want you to believe it. So, as far as you know.
Psychedelic Psychopaths here, the Thriller house down there, the Charmed house over there, and probably other things. Someone even told me once that Rob Zombie had a house here, but they were talking about the Thriller house, so I think they were completely wrong.
Maybe they were just thrilled that they knew about Rob Zombie.
Or maybe we're wrong. We'll regret it later.
We'll all enjoy it. Because this is Thriller.
Thriller at night, or perhaps day.
And there we are. We've seen the fans. We're fans. We want to do the dance, but we can't.
It's close to midnight. Something evil is lurking in the dark, or the day.
Lurking in the dark.
So after we leave the movie theater, we like to come here to turn into Werecat. You know, the one where he turned into Monster Werecat, Michael Jackson.
Because it's the destination to where one goes to transform.
Because Werecats are killer! Killer, meow! No one's going to save you from the cat about to strike.
So get out.
Said the relatives said they were going to buy cocaine in L.A. Not from here, but they saw Michael Jackson dancing for a Pepsi commercial.
And then they said, wait, Britney's a part of this? We're out of the deal.
I heard Vincent Price was never paid royalties or anything for his voiceover in the song Thriller.
That's scary.
Terrifying.
In the meantime, what I think is terrifying is that we're not in this neighborhood. Look at all the Victorian homes around here.
Very beautiful. I wish I owned all of these. Or one of them. Between one to all.
But I like this place. It's a little wretched, a little old, but I feel home.
Do you feel cold wind?
Home!
You wonder if you'll ever see the sun again.
It's right in my eyes.
Unfortunately, we wish we were not seeing the sun again. Meow, 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 meow. Good thing we choreographed this.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3 to the right. 1, 2, 3 to the left. 1, 2, 3 to the right.
Oh wait, my other right.
Your other left.
My other right, my other left.
Okay, we got
Okay,
it.
we're good.
The Thriller House was built in 1887. A Michael Jackson fan stole the mailbox a year after his death in 2009 Common Era. If you get too close, it may hurt here at the Waxwork.
Oh yes, this is the house where the students came and found the home in a peculiar spot for a waxwork home.
Very peculiar spot for a Waxwork. Don't seem like they want a lot of business.
Yeah, it is mostly like a inconspicuous situation.
And I bet you if you go to the door, you knock on the door, a tiny little guy with a helium voice going to answer.
Some call him a midget, but I wouldn't, small person.
Take a trip here to get wax whipped, or perhaps if you want to be drained of your blood. By Dracula, not us.
Alright, but this waxwork home is really about turning you into the scenario of the waxwork scene, and then you're in it, and that's it, you're possessed. So
Sign of the Beast here. Sign of the Beast. They need enough people to bring back all the horrors from around the world to take over for the Devil's Army.
I want to be turned into a waxwork.
Also run by the villainous son of a bitch who created the ooze that make the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Hey, you can direct anything these days.
Hands running around, you got werewolves trying to bite your head off. You got vampires drinking your blood. You got kinky motherfuckers trying to whip orgasms out of you. Or her.
Meow. I have no idea what he said, but meow.
I don't recall the other displays they had there, but I must say, one of my favorite films, Waxwork, from 1988. Or is it 87?
Let's say both, interdimensionally both.
Waxwork House here, as we vanish and disappear. Would you dare to spend a night in a haunted house for $10,000? Or what about the house on Haunted Hill? Come to think about it, 10K, that's almost $90,000 today.
You can buy a lot of yarn for that.
There shall be food, drink, blood, ghosts, perhaps even odd murder.
I'm just looking for Rick Deckard for hunting reptile replicant.
Here's the gate where they drive cars through, where all the hearses.
Where all the spooky deliveries are at. And
Not the journal.
what do you want on your case?
Here we are, Meow, the house on Haunted Hill, Blade Runner, and I guess supposedly used somewhere on the Buffy TV show, but no Christy Swanson, no real Buffy for me. Never really got into the Buffy the Vampire TV show, but I love House on Haunted Hill, definitely one of my favorite films.
It's the film where they all get paid to stay the night. And would you stay the night here at this home?
Vincent Price, William Castle.
Greek pattern.
Is that what he's on?
Yes, the Greek pattern. The architecture.
Who else was in that film that you remember? The girl was from... The girl from in House on Haunted Hill, you said she was in something else.
The girl on Haunted Hill.
Who kept screaming. Here, let's practice right now. Don't you love it when people show up to your house to scream regularly? Perhaps that's why nobody lived here for 21 years.
Perhaps. It's a beautiful home. And I would stay on porch if I could for $50,000 or $10,000 like they did in House on Haunted Hill.
The Ennis House mansion, built by Frank Lloyd in 1924, It was inspired by ancient Mayan temples. Although Katpyra was correct, it has the Greek letter G in each of those concrete tiles. It was built for Charles and Mabel Ennis, who are owners of a men's clothing store. The house, sitting here in Los Feliz, California, was damaged from an earthquake in 1994 Common Era. Other films such as Mulholland Drive, The Racketeer, Predator 2, Rush Hour, and more were all filmed there.
You'd poison me again if you knew you could get away with it, wouldn't you?
What are you talking about? I wouldn't do such things.
Katpyra's sense of humor is, how shall we say, rather amusing, rather unique.
I'm not dark or morbid.
Alright.
It's just fun.
Off left. Alright, let's get out of here.
Hey, hello. We're here at the high school of Buffy the Vampire Slayer movie. Leonardo DiCaprio was here. And since we're here at school, we want to tell you, don't take poison from random people.
Yes, we've been passing out poison to all the children who exited the school. And this is also where Malachi from the Children of the Corn attended school as well.
Malachi?
Am I the chosen one?
Of course you are, Connor.
Alright, so I'm the chosen one, but I choose to be shopping.
Shopping where?
Anywhere. Some new outfits.
Because we're at school.
It's better than slaying vampires. And by the way, I can't tell you how many times I fall asleep here in class and things get really hot. Like right now, I feel like I'm on fire.
Beautiful
Because
nightmares.
despite the ND filter, blood in the hall, screaming, snakes wrapped around my snakes wrapped around my neck.
I love it.
Get
It's
close to the
beautiful.
furnace.
It's romantic to me. It's like serenading a story of disaster.
Formaldehyde. So, 1984's Nightmare on Elm Street filmed here with Johnny Depp and Buffy the Vampire Slayer
School.
from the movie, not the TV show.
Oh, right. I probably said different. Who cares?
We should probably ought to get to class, meow.
Okay, off we go.
I have to take a nap in study hall. John Marshall High School opened in 1931 Common Era. It was the high school of Julie Newmar, Catwoman from the original Batman TV show. Courtney Gaines from Children of the Corn, Leonardo DiCaprio, and Luke Perry. Very scary. Nightmares happened here, as well as vampires at the dance. For more, is your last chance of survival. If you can outwit and turn your back on your dreams, it seems, or drive the stake to the heart to break the vampire curse off of you. Mean to be a naysayer, but it appears you may be doomed here without Buffy the Vampire Slayer. To grab a hold of my petty, because if you're falling asleep in class here, look out for Fred. Here we are at one of the shooting locations for Andy Barclay's foster parents in the film Child's Play 2, directed by John LaFia. Rest in pieces. This is where the Stimpsons characters live, the foster parents of Andy Barclay, before Chucky find his way over here and, hack them up to pieces basically. Strangulation at the sewing machine and a little trip fall down the stairs.
Which was fun, I'm sure.
Yes. And it feels awkward talking to neighbors and being loud.
Or talking to people.
It looked pretty much the same. I think maybe it was more blue, perhaps that was only the inside.
And more dry. There wasn't any water on the floor like there was before. But it makes for good TV or looks good on camera.
There's some water at least. So it's sort of rain, but not quite.
It must have been a dark cloud over our house because they knew it was haunted or it's used for something scary.
It wasn't haunted, there was just murder happened there.
So I added that.
Add, subtract, divide, all the good stuff. But even from one of these trees over here, maybe it was this tree, maybe that tree, pretty sure that tree over there.
Yeah,
You see Chucky peeking around. So let's go do that. Very in awe. It's a film I watched since little kitten. You know, because time difference, it traveled hundreds of years back in the fourth dimension. But right here, meow. It's like, you know, you got the Chucky's pointing. He's over here, he's like peeking through here, peeking at the house. He run up to the storm and, you know, he kicked the shit out of the other good guy doll. And then he buried them in the backyard. Is it the same backyard as in the film? Probably, but not sure. Yes, there you can still find the hole in the ground that they say legends tell.
I like legends. And they have pumpkins and then it looks like the same house. And
So we do
I'm just
shout
glad-
out to Don Mancini, the writer, creator of the Child's Play series. And we do shout out to, you know, the legends of actors, amongst a few others, Brad Dourif. And we also do shout out to Alex Vincent. Check out his poetry books on the Spiderweb. We're not endorsed by him, but you know, check it out anyway. So, here we are at where supposedly used to be one of the filming locations of the liquor store in Child's Play 2. But, as you can see, no longer. We go from 21
to Brazilian acai bowls.
to
Bowls.
25, but there are no 23. So,
They skip it. It's another dimension. Perhaps in Tutolania.
Subway perhaps? See, this is what happened when you don't take gold card and you only take cash at your liquor store. It turned into acai bowls and Subway. That side of the street over there look awfully a lot more like how it did in the movie, but I don't think that was it over there.
It's the architecture on the top that really matters.
So here's the one of the not cool places from Child's Play 3. Hey, it says 1923 up there.
Ah.
They couldn't have remarked
And then
that.
my ears came off. Don't let me see. It's weird atmosphere. And sorry, no
Sorry.
public restrooms.
Sorry, but no vodka for viewers tonight. You're going to
It's
have
just
to
empty space.
seduce your
Coming
mistress
soon.
otherwise, if not get strangulated in the back of the front of your car. Not too far from here. Onward to next location.
Onward.
We are here at the house that's in some movie you may recall called The Nightmare on Elm Street 2. But also it happened to appear in Nightmare on Elm Street 1. But the other ones not so much. A little revisit here, little revisit there.
This is the first one, so it matters most.
Yeah, it matters the most. Here is where Johnny Depp would climb up after he would leave his high school that we are just at. No, that was Leo DiCaprio.
Yeah, forget that.
I get
Scratch that,
I get
because
all the
it's a new
90s
one.
Hollywood studs mixed up. Anyway, Depp would climb up through the vine that was placed in there, and you can see they removed the bars, while the rest of Los Angeles was putting up, you know, boards and the bars on their windows to prevent people from breaking in. This house thought it'd be smart, since there are no more nightmares now that Trump is out of office. They took the bars down so that Nancy can come jumping out and escape and go fuck the blood out of the center of Glenn's bed. But yes, this is the house that appeared in the movie Nightmare on Elm Street. Wes Craven classic.
Where's Freddy?
Yeah, where's Freddy?
Is he in the across the street of the home of the boyfriend's house on there?
He comes slashing through with his claws, Kitty Kruger and all.
Should we knock on the door?
It actually look way smaller in person, don't it? I know when you watch it on TV, yeah, the sun. The sun, I mean, watch it on television. The movie, the house, you know, it's only like this big depending on what you're watching it on. But here you can actually still go like this and it's pretty small. But I always thought it was a lot larger. When, you know, they put that vine shit up there to look a lot wider.
He gets tangled in wires like he does in yarn.
The tree grew up.
It's very different.
And there
If you
no-
notice there's trash cans in there. They had no trash in the 80s.
It's still a red door like in Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2. I guess it's not Part 2, that's Friday the 13th, they do parts. But Nightmare on Elm Street 2, the red door after the blue one get ripped out. As long as that don't ever happen to us.
I can imagine Freddy Krueger coming out right now.
And if you just pan over there, that blue house, we believe, that is the other house that they filmed before they put, look at that, 1, 2, 3, 4. They put 4 sign up, like you can't park here because we suck. But that's where Johnny Depp character Glenn died, across the street. You know what I think? I think that girl's some kind of freak.
She's crazy. She has nightmares. Some guy named Freddy.
I don't want our kitten hanging out with that kitten.
Bad news.
I'm fat.
Bad news, cat.
Alright, that's my Redux, Double Trucks house. Appear in the movie. Now it's also on your cellular device or computer screen or whatnot.
It's good for it.
What? Let's get these